Today na the 22nd day of June 2022. We want for go na parliament. We want for left with who don't they talk all in this year. Let we pay attention small. Let we not get distracted. Yes, if you want an update, LJ been go again today na court. Court deny am bail for the first time. Then you hear from the person at the gas station. And at the end, then we get for send and go pa them by road back. And it go appear in a court again on the 28th of June 2022. You don't get some notice, so we move. We go to parliament. Because parliament, they discuss the Public Election Act. But Bokutin, they inside this act here. APC say, they no mix. That Public Election Act then they waka comot na do. Because then no mix. That's what they say. Not too long ago, we been there now. We dey discuss Parliament, the 2022 Welfare Act. Now we dey discuss. We be fair not say the parliamentarian them boku tin and they what they want for themselves. Like say every time they forgive them $25,000 for buying motor car. Every year, they forgive them $15,000 for medical. Every time we then go parliament for sitting, then for buy for them. That weekly, 45-liter fuel every week. Apart from what they pay them more. The Chief Justice say, waiting in the PM is for equal to the Vice President of the country. But kuboku tin and the way they did. Nobody no work out. APC, SLPP, C4C, NGC, all the leaders the way they represent them political party. The chief demo, independent candidates, nobody no comment na do. Because waiting do, they self one for better. The leader of government business began for tell we say, they are not ashamed for fight for waiting na their rights. For fight for waiting na their rights. They are not ashamed. The Speaker of Parliament say, waiting bad pa this. Waiting really bad pa this way be say, then they exercise their rights. So, when Kampada talk, they all say they get rights, not to so. They all get rights. And they exercise their rights. Say they need increase in this, in that, in what not, or whatever. Well, some people let me ask say, who's work where parliament they do? Even a female parliamentarian until we say, Sunday, where the parliamentarian and can go na parliament, then they even get fuel and they pack the motoka down model. They pack the motoka down model. Then say na then they make the laws. Boku money, na then they approve them. But then they enjoy. So people they still ask, who's work with the parliamentarian and they do? Well, sometimes you know can care we who can draw parliament can at table. So today, Parliament say that will be yesterday, Tuesday. Then they discuss the election, the Public Election Act. And then they discuss. Boku tin inside this Public Election Act, even this to sim, then we don't promise we. But you know, say get for turn to law for the inside the constitution, as amended and waiting what not everything, or as provided in Act number of the Public Election, all lengthy and day. Wait for make how far to sim cable go. To sim, we all know well. If you don't know waiting at to sim, now we now the diaspora any part where you did, that country where you did in passport you hold, then you still hold salon passport. So you can able for be represent your people them or whatever with your salon passport. Even though you not give up that your other passport usai you day. So now that one day not to sim. But inside the same Public Election Act, then they try for pull come out by elections. Yeah. Yeah. You know say, okay, hold on. Hey, through Radio Democracy, family, let we listen.
The Speaker, honorable members, including offenses related to information technology.
Okay. So inside this Public Election Act, the first part they focus more on cyber, internet technology, information technology. A focus there. We hear right now from the Attorney General. And they talk so. Eh? Let we understand though. Let we go.
Including unauthorized access to computer material.
So, then they try for making law. So the law go bet you. If you not supposed to get access to election material where they inside computer, then you go find a way for hack, for break into when the election thing don't come. For do some kind of yuki dakadeke business. The law go bet you. They say because right now in all day na the law. But this one na the Public Elections Act. Listen no the different thing the way they did.
Unauthorized access with intent to commit or facilitate commission of further offenses.
Unauthorized access. First of all, you not forget access. Unauthorized access, and not so that no more. You go there for go do something. Unauthorized access is already illegal. But maybe sometimes you say you don't know. Say now they then keep the information them. Or you go there for go change number. Yeah? So then say, where you go say you don't know, then go say ignorance of the law is no excuse. So that one for don't need for all you, but no. Now then say with the intent for go do some kind of dakadeke business by the computer. So it look like say this will lecture they can. Therefore be computer maintained, savvy, information technology. Okay, nice. Let it go.
Unauthorized modification of computer material.
Unauthorized modification of computer material. You change, modify. You either increase them, decrease them, or whatever. You do and make it not work fine. Make the person they don't train, it make it get difficulty. Modification of computer material, unauthorized. You then put on there. If the law bets you, well, all right, so.
And access to program or data in computer.
All this get for do with computer. The program, the data where they get for use during this election where they come. And other elections them, that's alone. The program, if you, they catch you and they, Yeah. Okay. So, hmm, hmm, hmm. All right. Let it go, yeah? I don't know if you smell anything at the kitchen. You know, say na the big yard they come. You smell anything at the kitchen. What if you say they cook? Comment, Amba. What in they cook?
The establishment of electoral offences and petitions courts.
So therefore, make electoral offences and petition courts. Therefore, establish where they catch you by any yuki business. Like that thing will be happen. Was it Kabbalah? That change of number, change of figures, it append in signature there, append in signature for sure saying I be do electoral offenses. And petition courts. So now the one gets now. So if they say they catch you, well, now that court today then go care you go. If they catch you. Okay? Let it go.
This bill, they say we also talk about small political party threshold, PR system, party agent, if dual citizen them get rights for contest for member of parliament and presidency. And according to the member of parliament for constituency 130, Honorable Abdul Suleiman Mario Conte, talk about the proposed election date inside the bill after the 2023 election.
Okay, let's listen to this, I ask you, say we can at the big yard waiting they cook.
The Public Elections Act of 2012 came into being as a result of the haphazard dispositions.
So the Public Election Act, we get one of 2012. So that they try for amend them 2022. 2012, now they explain to we so why make that one day become to pass.
Of our election laws. So that was a step in the right direction. So it's necessary that after every election, we'll take into consideration the lessons learned.
So it is say, yes, we don't get the Public Election Act from 2012, but now make we learn things them way happen after every election. Then we can amend the Public Election Act. After every election, we amend the Public Order Act. After we see what's happen, well, we learn lessons. Bam, we go to parliament. After each election, we say, bam, we go back to parliament for amend them. So that then thing them will be in see, not go repeat himself. Okay.
We need to upgrade. I also want to commend.
We need to upgrade. Now I just explain to you so.
The AG and the Electoral Commission for something which I think is unique in this bill. We've always been struggling in terms of setting dates, proclamation for election dates. If we decide to have elections on the first Saturday of November, it's clear, no matter what, we know the first Saturday in November is the date slated for election.
Okay. So inside this bill, they want to put a fixed date. But let's say if not every first Saturday in November, 5 years. Yeah? First Saturday in November, 5 years. Now in an election, straight up. You know, because when election for come, more time. More time. Let's wait first. More time. This thing don't happen. Na natural disaster. Na human disaster. Na this happen. Na that happen. But if we don't say every first, after 5 years, first Saturday inside November, let's say now 2020, The first Saturday inside November 2025. The first Saturday inside November 2030. The first Saturday inside November. And then they vote. For presidential election. It done. Fix. But this one again now. You know, like how passing where they say free kick. Where the opposing team, where he catch the ball. He put it down. He begin chuk and small. He chuk and small. But I see the ref look back and the ref go there, he go take the ball back. He blow whistle. Put an eye. Not push and come out na again. No. But na you not can see the ref then take the ball and go back. Because the ref, you know, say na FIFA na in the pair na put on there. So if you shake no more like that, it go. So I see then they kick the ball, they go before, kick the ball go before. Who say you don't see Nas alone? Like exact 5 years. Then do election. Okay. So me, this one for a supporter. This. I don't know clause because they say now our people in. Then go down register and say every first Saturday after inside November after 5 years. Then go get one clause back we go confusing. We go make na for nothing self then talker. We go make na for nothing then talker. Let us interpret the constitution for you. Where A say now do this. B say, well, because of C, you can do A. But check back with D. D say, well, you see A, where A be say this, per adventure. Now so C him be say, go connect yourself back with D. That's what we on constitution day. I tell you, say, even this LG in business, waiting judiciary is a alone thing. It say Act of 1861 as repealed and replaced by 1991. If you don't repeal and replace by 1991, why go out and back? I mean, don't replace them. My dear, hey, now constitution this will get. So now I make it so difficult. Even the one that will submit the constitution, then I able to explain unto we. Now I make who they say we want another constitution. We want her. This one, the one them will be right time. I don't know what they be they think. I don't know under which influence them be then at the big yard. But things say we need an overhaul of this constitution we will get. Because the constitution alone by itself. You know be that policeman here in the bar association lady. You know be the old too. We go to go yonder. He said no. You know go out that one day because this one, I say, the judiciary say, as repeal and replace. If they don't replace her, why you go with her back? Now, me question. And the one they also be the law in the country. Because we still they talk about this. What you make I say, me, I agree with that. A specific day. Inside a specific month. But when they go put on gist now, then go get and close. And get and B and C. We go make the A no mean nothing. So they be gonna. This, if they tell we say every 5 years. Now the first Saturday. My dear, let it be so. Una no get an A, una no get an B. You can also not get forget well if natural disaster happen or if artificial man-made happen. Well, if this happen, Well, that one they go push them not later than 1 year into time. We no say every rain season. And wait till waiting get for happen. We not can aim for them, we not can want them. Because unless we change how we treat to environment, trust me, it's gonna happen. So we always can get. We no wait just now wait something happen. Then they can't tell we say, well, it been say every first Saturday in November, but if natural disaster happen, you get up to 1 year. Well, that 1 year, election, you know what for happen. Where election here come? Where them parliamentarians they want for me them. Something go happen. We go make them say, well, let we push them first. That's alone. We know they pray let bad happen. But until we change, if we not change, racism, flood go the car. Look the small rain waker. The people are still there. Now the slum areas then where they're not supposed for they. So what do you expect? Where they attack, they meet them they. So now I make every year we can get 19 there. Where they happen. If not to up deal, now down the valley. Not to down the valley, well, look what thing be happening at PWD. I just they show because I don't know, maybe then get A and B and C. We go make, me nothing except for them put on the. That thing they go get the opposition. They say, no, the Constitution say, every first one, now sorry for B, now this day. Then you get the one the way they empower say, read section A, what he say? Subsection B, he say, if so and so happen, we go able to push them inside 1 year. Then if not done there, when I just left and so, Lord the bang with. If not that. But me, I feel say we need for put a specific day and month, we stick to her. Okay. I will say December go be perfect because we need the diaspora their voting rights. I ain't at school. Okay.
I think that's a good sign because we are going to be very consistent on that.
He say this one I don't think they explain for you, so fine. He saying support in things saying the good side because we for be consistent on that. Consistency. Now we want. But we tune at the right. Yeah. That subsection we go confuse we. With the beguna. Una no put on the. Yeah?
Honorable Indolo Moyo Gevao, now the member of parliament for constituency 003, na Kailaun district, being get this for say concerning the bill.
By the proportional representation of the district block system, there will be no need whatsoever for by-election.
Olande. He say what see they don't put na this bill now. Proportional representation. There will be no need for by-election. Hey! Okay. Oh. The Constitution, it look like say now I na the right time because I get A, B, and C. Yeah, multiple choice. It depends on who side team up. You choose number now. All they in favor of you. No need for by-election. What's in that mean? Unless if you understand past me. Proportional representative. The one they way boku. So let's say now this area, the one that will be the represent, just like the last by-election what happened. Not to parliamentarian go turn chief. I think now was it 5-5 or 5-6? So then we get for Dubai election back. But wait till them put inside this bill now. Then go adjust them to themselves by the proportional representation and all this thing. Don't then choose other person. We know to the people them. Where them people have to represent for vote for the people them. What in them be don't vote? Okay. So then say because of things that will be happen at previous election them, they need for look into them, then they amend them. That be the suggestion then they. So what thing be happen? We make then they try for propose this now. Is it an effect that can be by election? Where the opposition then can always want for make like for say they are still relevant, so they want for win. And the one in a power one feel to say, we govern rights now we the people elect, so now we for win. I think them by election now. Other than them be asked before they write this. Because if you left to me, I'll be why I say get midterm or primaries. Midterm. Let all man can tell what he don't do half of in term. Half of in term, he can say well and so now begin tell and say Brianda. So not even waste time more. But anyway, Honorable Geva will say, this one, look at Grio Param. Now listen.
In Sierra Leone, as a legal practitioner, my only caution will be that in looking at this bill, we look at the ground norm carefully.
He said for look at the ground norm carefully. As a legal practitioner, this one, where they want for say by election, nobody happen again. Well, the ground norm, the krakum krakam. Now they tell you for look at proper one. I say we need for start forward. For example, if you take public fund without accountancy 5 years in prison, all man they go prison. All man. Because when you see the Attorney General report come out, who that go left? I know the word of that. Okay. Let it go.
Carefully, we look at what is in the Constitution and juxtapose it to what is in this current bill.
So he said, in a legal practitioner, let them look first at the Constitution. What in the Constitution say? Don't then juxtapose them to that bill where then they can go. So it look like if I say, inside that building, something then they, we don't want to work out with the Constitution. Saldin say primaries are the best for the MP them. So then go know if them perform. And if they not perform, the next primary not go left them. That's what me be feel. I feel say 9 them for hard day. Primaries. Now get her. That's it. All the money out they ask for. But he say, in the caution them. In don't see her. So, in I go to that no more by election. So, they fight for caution and say, brah, I know, but they are big. I want to watch the Constitution first. But me, I know that salon Constitution. I go watch the subsection then, go take care of the rest. You go take care of her. I make every time in the parliament that they argue, and anytime they argue, what's it they quote the Constitution? Then they quote. When they quote this, he say yes, I did draw attention to subsection. Okay, let it go.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, thinking out of the box, what will happen in Sierra Leone if we have a president-elect?
Okay. Honorable Gevao. He's saying they think out of the box. Because it look like they say the other one and they still think inside the box. What if? Wait on. Who go say Astafulai for her? Not so. Okay. He said, what if?
Who dies before inauguration?
Yeah. Astafulai. Talk him back. Astafulai. Talk him back.
If we have a president-elect who dies before inauguration.
What if we get a president-elect who die before even the inaugurate him? Astafulai. No, so. But what if though? Since now, they want to eliminate by election. Now you, the people they don't vote for, now you win. But one reason or the other. You village people like me don't say that shit there, you know they sit on the. Back on. You appear in the other world. You left winner. Astafulai. Let it not happen, himself. Eh? But what if though it happen? You have to know. Now make you say they got their attention. Eh? Listen now.
The running mate is still not vice president. It's a running mate elect.
You don't hear? The running mate not a vice president. Now a running mate elect. Eh? So I can they vote. Not feel say a vice president they vote for. Yeah. So where to? They are not talk small bar. Because if finally they look things inside things. He said the running mate, not a vice president, will not vote for the running mate. But now the president will vote for. So the president, now in they take the running mate, he make him vice. So what if though? What if the president not choose the running mate for being vice president? Now just they think outside the box. Honorable Gevao, outside the box he think. He said because the running mate not just a running mate. Not just a running mate, not a vice president elect. So, when former president Anes Koroma, he been fire Sam Sumana. So now he make him vice president. Hi. People left. You too like for think outside the box. No, wait, let's talk back. A big. Bia, there, let's talk. We not so there. Let's talk back. Now I talk. Say the running mate, not a vice president elect. So now the president who they vote for. Then the president and they choose vice president. Well, you look like say before other things can begin happen. There, inside that running mates. There, one thing safe for lady inside this sea. himself na elect the elector because talk am back first.
And juxtapose it to what is in this current bill. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, thinking out of the box, what will happen in Sierra Leone if we have a president-elect who dies before inauguration? The running mate is still not vice president. It's a running mate elect.
Hey! The running mate is still not vice president. It's a running mate elect. Who know the votes na salon? Now running mate elect too. Eh? Papa God. Running mate elect. Not a vice president and they campaign for. They running mate and the vice president. Eh. So all along we don't feel to say the running mate na vice president, maybe na running mate elect. I go be running mate elect. Where hey, this outside the box here we the think so today. Honorable. Eh? Hey, yeah. This outside the box where they think so today. All along we don't they think say. Okay, the first man had the ticket, the second man. If na anything, for can't tell say na running mate elect. Then they say, well, it don't please the president-elect for change after they don't win, before they do the inauguration. Say, well, he choose say he's just a running mate elect. He want for choose another person now for being vice president. It is by the book. All right. They say tripole. Lots of vice president elect, but a running mate elect. Now we are here today. Well, no. If na Jule get for Didi. Because if na, I want to tell and since you there here. And then you get for tell and say, "Lo, sign paper." Say, "Bra, call sign paper first." Yeah, call sign paper. Hey. Me na running mate elect. Me na vice president elect. Eh? Because this one I hear. And I able give out don't talk. Say me na just running mate elect. All them political party then. If then they put you as the second person. Una sign paper. Oh. Because sometimes you people elect. Na ain't go make them vote. Then at the end of the day, them fishing at you go the help for give sense. They say, hey, you can't come off us. You know, be just running mate elect. Eh? I tell ya. This will Republic, this will Big Yard, never cease to amaze me. There you knew one today running mate elect. He say think outside the box. No wonder. Let's continue, sir.
The 1991 Constitution, I have searched through it, does not make provision for that situation.
He said, he don't search through the 1991 Constitution. He don't make provision. Una hear the bell ring now. The bell is ringing. Class stand, attention. Honorable Gevao is speaking. He don't check the Constitution. He don't make provision for say, if per adventure the village people of the president-elect, we don't tell and say that year they elect you in and you no go sit down there. Then stuff lie. He appear in the other world. The running mates, he say not to vice president, not to him go take part. Because he's just a running mate elect. And he don't check na the Constitution, he don't make provision for that. Now make you need for like this program now. Yeah. Now they go.
In life, we say never say never. It is only Allah that knows the day that He calls a human being. So while we are looking at elections laws or electoral laws that will stand the test of time, we have to be thinking out of the box to be solving problems or providing solutions to situations that have not been captured by our constitution.
You know, yeah. Never say never. Only Allah knows when He go call person. Stuff lie. Okay. You don't hear me. It's for problem we go come. Yeah. Okay. Alright. They make a cocky. They make like say you know hear. Until the we move.
During this debate at the Well of Parliament, the member of Parliament from the main opposition APC party not been agree for debates, but waiting up the reason for this. This na question where I put to the leader for the main opposition APC party na Parliament, Honorable Chegno Majuba.
Okay. So when it come for debate this now, APC say mba, uno mix. Uno mix today, uno mix tomorrow. The waka come on do. Peter Pan say this is all you, because na lawyer and a member of the Salon Parliament, and they talk that kind of word there. He say, Peter Pan he say, Honorable Governor will not sabi what they talk about. He say, if they talk the truth, why make them they sworn in the vice president before even self then sworn in the president? Honorable Governor, Peter Pan they ask you questions, sir. He say, if what you talk so not true, what you talk so, say, now just run in mate elect. He say, why then they sworn and in? Even before they sworn the vice president. Now they ask so. So their answer we are. Eric George Alter is here, start late. You today, now you can't late for us. I see you. But how they go?
Well, basically, yesterday we get access to the documents then, and we take part by the pre-legislative hearing. We don't look at.
Okay. So this happened on Tuesday. So Honorable Cherno Ramadan Majuba, Cheri Koko, say, now Monday, now you get access to the document. Salon Parliament. Una chef now that one. The Attorney General, the Clerk of Parliament, waiting on the procedures to them, because now make we understand. Waiting on the procedures, we make APC now they say the reason we make them work a common do now because they only get access to the document a day before. Okay. Geneva Johnson come out and say, I know you will give he said I send if I can't test the water. For see if we go catch up. Well, now you will catch up all thing. All thing. Now make some man no like we. Because until they go under the carpet, other side, now we dey catch her. We dey catch her mak. We bring her on the table. Okay. But why make do? What's in the procedure? How much days? Well, this one for don't day. Now all money on. Because then they say now they work a common do based on the duration we then hold the documents for, because they know watch and find. How long you for dinner they hand? How long gonna get for debate and for? Okay.
them, but as you hear the Deputy Speaker say, and right across the aisle, we and the SLPP side and others, we all in agreement say we need to get sufficient time for one look at the document, but also forget public involvement and participation.
So, APC say, public involvement and participation. Don't they need forget time for look at the document, proper one. But there, Honorable Chaikoko, the welfare bill, it ain't on our hand rights now. Just asking for a friend. Because the owner don't act by this one so. If we see the welfare bill come, then una not ask for more time for look and find. Una passa. Okay. He said across the aisle, they all agree say they need more time. So if across the aisle una say una need more time for discussion, then why una come on do? Because they say for just go ahead and discuss, then una not agree. Because if the word agree, now wait, what do me talk for you? That will still make come back later, come back. I don't know if I don't know go self pass mark. Talk back.
Access to the documents them, and we take part by the pre-legislative hearing. We don't look at them, but as you hear the Deputy Speaker say, and right across the aisle, we and the SLPP side and others, we all in agreement say
we all day in agreement. We all day in agreement say we need more time for discussion. If we're not in agreement, then why we not come on do? Or when I talk say yeah we need more time, then say yeah. The Deputy Speaker say yeah we need more time. But then go ahead and discuss. Oh la la, there they go.
Need to forget sufficient time for one look at the document, but also forget public involvement and participation, including civil society, political parties, any other people, any other person who gets interest in the document. Because a national document, they deal with elections, they deal with waiting what will happen next before the 2023 elections. So,
okay. So until there I am, all the reason we give, we make them work out. Say they want to involve we. Hey. But yeah, that Welfare Act, I hope so not ready for involve we back. Even though we don't know whose sides are there already. But wait oh. Whatever they don't do in a parliament so they involve the public, could the public say otherwise? They don't ever change them. He say yes, people you know member where them be say forgive the president's blank check who they can go to the president we no agree. They not be called win a parliament so. They not be called win a parliament. Our social media now they will grip and no pop and they will la. And the president look pin say this the game guy agba. May pull on. May pull on. And so the president take pull on panandi. Eh? Okay. John Terrelly say, you don't understand what to make always APC the worker. The worker come on and do. Who then worker do help? Eh? He said they need for stand, then say what thing and they say, and be part. I agree with you. I agree. From where this administration can where APC they work out. Then they inside there, the eyes they have it. They come out and do the eyes they have it. But at least with the year, we're looking now where the worker come on and do. If not to be say, then catch up with the head of APC in the parliament. Like, we don't know why the worker come on and do. But una go there, una self talk. Una give una your input on the small one I don't see inside there. But una still tell and say, we not agree, we need more time for discuss this. But you see them say, Jack, Una get on a book in the common do. Eh? This get a book who help. Okay, but the one other people then go get different thing on that one day anyway.
So we not believe that until we just rush into no more. And see even the SLPP side, some don't debate, yes, but plenty more they are sure we go on for debate, but they self go on for look at the documents.
He say even the SLPP side some don't debate, but him believe say some not the day. So still, una them parliamentarians una they boycott sitting. He na buche iko na intoka. He say some not day. And he believe say that one and they self go and get a bite. So if they be agree say they need more time, then why then go ahead for debate time? Eh? Why then go ahead for debate time? Una do waka komona do te. All we to na waka komona do for it happen. At least una team up inside the lawyer una voice. And also for knock table for make no. Una make una voice known. Even that one day una get, yes, you not do, but una browse through. I don't know, they not can get summary. Una browse through. I make una get, I mean parliamentarian, una say no get clerk there, una no get secretary there. Let themselves browse through and see who side and go tick and give una. Eh? It's who don't tire to now work out to. I don't tire with her. Una did you. Una no did you. But una still una did. At least I don't know the pay una for. Eh? Okay. Somebody they call me Moderator. Musa Sheku Paul. Okay. Una tell Musa Sheku Paul say me no to Moderator.
As this bill still in a parliament, member in a parliament will continue for look inside and debate and talk about the thing them with inside this bill before it's on law. For Radio Democracy, Princess Pierce the reports.
One for tell Princess, thank you. And Radio Democracy. Eh? Thank you, because that's true they make me and you able for yeah. Which bill did they work out on? Makeko Canada, how they talk so? The same how they talk so, they debate so. Oh, Lena table so. The Public Election Act. Now they talk about time they work out on. I say they need more time for studying. Eh? They debate about it to add to the number of sitting. Okay. Hey, George. Now Swan Andy. I did so. But, end safe that day because if you're a princess, he said then go continue for debate time. So why day one, una no? I don't know. So if I left this thing, no. Now day one. Kileko na the debates. Even though at the end of the day, now the eyes they have it. But una self una for stand firm and make uyeruna. This workout you don't bokun. We says now they begin go lock the multiple una say una nego. Una nego na do. Una go sit down di. Una go sit down di. Eh? How for say now if you not like the smoke na the kitchen you left the Hitler burn? Bona safe. No. We don't tire with this workout. Una say the other one they agree. Eh? Una say they agree. That's fine. Una say when they talk, then they first begin talk. Una say they browse and they look for, or when they talk, who say they in favor? If you don't favor, you say look to one. But as they say, Jack Lemon, I don't come on and do. Na me go tiba bigi lock the mot pa una o. Eh. Una come na do una help. Wetin change? You say, oh, and the constitution and rights for let them come on and do. Who that they help? Now, I say, that sitting fee where them be they ask for, the sitting fee. Eh? Work out, that be say, you know, they say the day done, we they pay you. Because you know work. You strike. Dede. Hey. Una safe. This time for the election back home. Una say una dey come on una worker. When I done, where they done. Then when result come on and I say, oh, na me let me go to parliament. Na me will be work out. Una mix so. Una mix. Alright. Okay, me don't mix. Sometimes you mix. I no can talk for person just on like can vex for me. I'm big. There, I not talk for you. Eh? And myself I dey talk for. I can't learn new things so today. Alright. That's safe. As they make Jack Remo, when I say when I don't work, I come on a parliament. As they make Jack, when I don't come on, I don't work out because when I left for. Who don't help? For more than the worker, come on, I do. What thing don't change? So now try face the kitchen there. I like the smoke things. Now I make una did. Now I make una want all thing. Una want get her easy. No, you can't easy. You can't easy. They've kept yourself say no mix. Eh? Una safe. Now so where they make speaker. They say they encounter the wrong way. Una not sit down there, una talk am, una do. Let una say yes. Una all work out. Eh? Una work out come on do. They like it. They no to who that speaker for una. Okay, una continue for the workout. Welcome on board, friend. You get the platform.
Yeah, thank you very much, AAA, for giving me the platform, and thanks to our listeners, and thanks to the source of the information, Radio Democracy. And the issue here on this election change, we want to change the Public Election Act. And also amended the amendment not to all areas. I believe say now part 5 of that section there, Roman 5 and part 6. The part 5 where they talk about the presidential election, how in the elector and so on and so forth. And then the part 6, now the area where they try to argue now more about the areas of the time, parliamentary election and nomination. You see, but here, when you look at stages of election, where then they try to follow. While then they follow the elections, they have procedures and stages, then they try to bring amendments. But the challenge is they always done the day by election, always with the type of democratization and how they were able to adopt and upgrade anything wouldn't they try to bring up. We see how some then they highlight and now for say, well, no, they upgrade on regular basis based on survey we don't do. Case study, this happen or amend. But that's a bit questionable of what level of credibility we then go able for the do them till and day. So this is an challenge that we try for bring come inside because once the process it only go on for years now with different methods, people and they always criticize the procedure. But with the stages that we they follow now, first we see the stages that we they always get say in a primary election for the caucus, that was legislative body. Now then go to the people and for would I get the idea of that particular party day, would they believe say support them, would they believe say don't show diligence for work for the party or anything it delegates himself for them. Now they say okay, you will be with past member. That now the primary election, when at the stage 1 what they can do. Would have belong there and do all them things and they can come on out and go to stage 2, the national convention, and then they get the general election. But after the primary election, they are with the major party always they can come up. But the step 3 before that one, the electoral body now, when the ECSL get for inside finally, when they come lodge, then you order target back. But in the talk of guidelines and principle, when they put in terms of constitution and they talk about cyber laws, them where you go get for think waiting they don't foresee, where then they bring about cyber law or waiting they don't see, where they plan for hijack something at the internet or for forge something, where then go see the hijack for let as we been get from the past election, where they see that student do. But we no want to forget the confirmation until they see waiting there for come behind and if they're able to strengthen them for themselves, that one day is important for letting them do them if they're transparent way until they get cyber train. We don't train few people there now. We don't know how far because first then by sim now and they can go further than that. So we don't know that the strength for go and waiting at the software will go able for strengthen the waiting at the cyber space. When you talk about cyber space, you get forget that software where you will get for secure your own web and then your own software or whatever thing where you get for brain camp for let you go soft the web. So this is what now they believe that the challenges then when I want back I believe them will deal with in these stages. Then they talk of the election now when they talk about the material then now they will get for bring inside what they get for day back in concert with waiting the system they work. If not electronics, we begin electronics all the way. Or if electronic system they come from the inputting, well, if the inputting they begin from the side way at the very place where they see that the side where they can't. We'll be insisting them they get on but through other method them. Most on side data no day, or some side internet no day. So these are the things who I believe them will try establish because they know they talk about fiber optic, but then they talk about the fiber optic in slowness and the accessibility. Who they see back EU, they try for fun with some other people and for let them go upgrade about the World Bank more because then a part of their scheme. That one day is up to the how they go deal with them. And you coming out waiting when they talk about fixed dates again. The fixed date is quite clear because everybody will not know say na time thing this. But I believe so that 6 days then they argue about them. And then the area back of the time of the ministers, I believe some commenters say you get for resign at a certain point from instead of 3 months, you get for be 6 months. So that area when you when you match them with the one who they've been bringing inside one of that bill day, the bill when they try for talk about access to fund. And then now, you see, then they try for likely say, let we secure funds for let we well-being good day in case we will left the particular 6 months, we'll get something enough for care we go. We will sustain we in case of we lose or we don't win. So you might see at that point they try for merge them things they say, okay, well, we say go for what we own, while then they shorten with time, we will not go own salary again. So that's a questionable thing again. Because you don't know if that the hidden agenda, all the things they can based on past things that would have happened, when they go pull 12 or 11 in parliament, 11 people in parliament, would they say they've been flawed because of all them things that would have don't put the law. But people they argue here and there. But this is what they get for transform. Where they go get for getting guiding principle. They are waiting to make people believe say they're ready for let we get a democratic election and let we country go get a democratic state. In other words, they believe in waiting, then they do. Because them now they workman them. And then as the workman them, we expect them for let them go do the duties what they're supposed to do. Not to the duties then what they will do for law, for let only things favor on their own side, wherein it not go reflect on the people that we get for do the things there. But you go see say again, the APC they try for bring them out, like say that for the people and go talk for say we need to forget the public consent. But when you look at the withdrawal of candidates and the action way they take on withdrawal, you see, but they talk about the death of a candidate again. But that death of a candidate, I don't know too much deep about we talk about that area of their election. But when you see again the one of the ministers who not give out, they bring up the issue of death. Most times you see you don't bring about them here, most times an example, most times they give example, but it might get something where it go down see say the relationship of them people there and that particular parliament day, now they try for bring come indirectly, but we don't know again if that is true. For saying that one day the relationship between the president or the relationship with the one way related to the way they talk about, or now based on things they wanna overall view say then things they are not so eager for be according to the law. So because some of them you will bring only the law for quote them, then one thing about it, you go only quote the law when he is in need of something so that he go able to get freed from your idea or then your idea go pass. So now that two things there where people like argue over a law or constitution, either a parliament or any side. They can only argue when the point come for an idea where he gets so that he go able for pronounce them. But sometimes again, now for reveal certain things them indirectly. See, we don't see this, it don't happen. But for now, we can talk and the best thing, we not do this. Or now this I don't see say it get for B for let you know but the area of death or that things them will not go to compare them, but maybe in terms of somebody not capable, we say in capacity don't less as a leader, there is always somebody for succeed them. Now that point they draw say this man not to elect them, elect them. Now, not to vote. Now somebody just select them. So we need that for put between selection and election. Let it be something which people then will put cast vote for. So now they look confused and they be duplicate. Say we don't know if now that point of let somebody then vote for them from the public or let the president elect a running mate will automatically be appointed. So that area they will not get free. But as we always see the area of the challenges and way elections on the how elections and will bring change to a country, they quite a lot. Or election they bring division. But the election they bring division only based on una as party members them waiting una put one una young constitution first as a party, and then two, the constitution is a match towards the development of the country in case of una kind of power for let it will reflect on the constitution where the government una will meet for say that this Nigerian one, that area there. Then you get the area where they say you win, you take all. But nobody really discuss all them things there because the main things there where don't they cause problem first and most of the stages there who they see so when at stage 1, step 3, step 4, up there step volatile and we say you na the leader or you na either the minister or this way don't elect this area where he belong to. But it comes down to how we all leaders and therefore say, well, we really accept for we get a change. The change is that we ready for put laws where if we say waiting would they avoid now for let will avoid thing where he act for let he interpret. And when something is difficult to interpret because of una either make in a clause or not put and let people and will understand. If case they say the interpreter, you will interpret and quick one straightforward if not on one language. Just like we they interpret them things there wouldn't they put so. But it's come down to the principles that they put, the readiness of the individual, looking at the situation of the country, looking at how una party gets the divisions of different parties and based on what development they call for. Every party get in your ambition for win a vote. Any party gets your ambition for win people there. But for win the people there, most times they become away with the law and strategies that wouldn't they use. But if you avoid the strategies and what you they use for win the people there, and then one, you implement fairness. If you get for win, you win. I like now 10 people don't go vote. If not 10, then count 10. That's enough. But you try for always bring strategies and where people in the see. And every time you step with the strategies, the others they complain. And then the others ever go they complain, then go say, oh well, we do this not because of this reason we do it. So you find out say we will never get a democracy until people come, they accept ideas from all the factors that we involve that will be able to go before. And now a complex situation, but I believe say, if they're able to sit down, they make their own way, then we're able to understand putting that development, not for just their own passion as needs. Thank you very much for giving me the platform and let God help the leaders in as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
One for tell us friend, thank you for your own contribution today. Make we come with Alpha. Make we waiting it get for we. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Triple A, and I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all we listeners them. This is a very much sensitive topic where I want for to take with.
Okay, we don't lost Alpha. But we'll try, we'll get him back. We'll try to get him back. I don't know. I will see if we can get him back. Okay, I think we can get him back. Alright. Yeah, sorry, we lost you just now. But continue, sir.
Yeah, like I said, this is a very sensitive issue where I really want to make we take with time. Even as you do the presentation, I they read some articles on proportional representative and the advantage and disadvantage. What make us want to make we take with time AAA. There are certain things because governments in a power, they can just say things and do things where they favor them. If you listen the presentations them from the honorable, the one key thing where they draw line they say no by-election. The first question we want for we ask ourselves, why not now then they do it? Why they normally don't bring this thing from the tell them kind of power if they may not say this document or this thing really not for the interest of Sierra Leone or not for the interest of everybody within Sierra Leone, not only for the party within in position right now. You see, if we go back to history, I think the one that we're very good at history, the one-party system was never been initiated by the APC party. The one-party system was initiated by the SLPP. That didn't start them until when they lost power. I think Papa Sheki also can't take them up and implement them. So people say the APC now then bring a one-party system. This thing what they go look at. So, like I said, a very, very much sensitive document, and it needs a lot of time for lay people understand them. But I want just to throw light at some of the advantages and disadvantages of this proportional representative system. What I want to let the public understand this day, because if we get a clear understanding of these documents, then we will begin to know who side we they go and who side we they come out. Yeah, let me just throw light small on some of the advantage. Yes, it go good because it get for reduce expenditure on elections. Yes, it go good because it give political parties them the opportunity for put order they want and all them good things then they did it. But again, the disadvantage side of it now this. The very first one we want for bring come to we farm with them now that proportional representative system, it make we political party they not be accountable to the electorate, the one that would elect them a power. Somebody want to say how. Now it's simple. When let's say for example now one parliamentarian that you sabotaging they do the PR system they say who that gets the majority after that person they will win the seats, now they come back in the parliament. So automatically you don't make the political party where we don't get our seats there, not they be accountable anymore. So the one that will can second and then they can't take part for that, and then they can't take that seat there. So what thing they happen? We not give the electorate and the one the way they vote, we not give them the opportunity for select the next person way they want. Instead, we take the second person automatically for can't fill that gap there. So it gets a big disadvantage to we people because the government they're not going to be accountable anymore. Number two disadvantage, it give political party extremists them for force their way into a governing government. What do I mean by that? So let's assume say now SLPP then a power now, and let's say somebody die within a position, let's say now, let's say Bo or Kenema, their stronghold. So what is the PR system they see? Then they look the second person will get the highest vote. So let's say automatically now APC person they will get the highest vote. You sabi, then they force the document they see with that person they automatically they can represent that person we don't die. So a lot of disadvantage the way we know for rush these documents. The big question we want for we ask, why not allow them they raise all here where now almost less than a year to election? Why not now they want for let them pass this thing as law? Let me take note of this now as law And as long as it passes as law, it's going to binding on the country. It's going to be a rule. Not until they repeal and back about with law documents. Why they not pass the free quality education now and parliament as law? Instead, now that why then document then where they favor them, where they favor politicians, and they want pass as law. Why they not pass the free quality education? Where these governments don't so praise, where then they put all the efforts for it to be the best project ever. Why they not pass on a parliament as law? Instead, then they rush for pass the welfare bill, let it be law. You know, sometimes we get for ask yourself then question there. Our parliamentarians or politicians, are they really interested in the country or the people that we elect them? Because when you look at all this when they rush for pass so now, trust me, Tripoli and listeners, these things are things where just they favor the political parties and the politicians. Why they not pass WhatsApp bill in the parliament say, look, every district headquarter town or every major in town forget pipe-borne water? It's not a law. So that make we not go able for all any government accountable for failure on development. So me want for got the attention of the public, of the listeners out there. You know, certain things so we no say not a favor the public, law no support them. Let we raise voice up on it seriously. Light when we waiting and call way for be people's when we write. Is it a law that government for some of them fundamental or them basic amenities, let them pass on a parliament as law. But no government will ever think to pass it because they know the people will hold them accountable. But when you read all this article, where I just begin highlight so, and if you people want, I can give the link for them. Let people go do research themselves. Yeah, you will see say the government just want for protect themselves and the political party. But the question I want for finally end with Tripoli, what if the table turn around? What if all the things that they put so not end up for favor them? It's about that they begin cry back. Now then same one we put this law, now they go begin say this party within a power now that they don't begin use the constitution or they use this document against them. So let we not pass documents or not pass law where they favor only those in position. Let we pass law where they favor everybody. Like I say, as a development expert, I like foresee let the government pass. Look, law gets water. If will be a law gets light. If will be a law, let we hospital all the major hospitals them let them all get light 24/7. If will be a law, not at this time, not at this kind of way. Then they push so. It only the favor of political party. I can challenge anybody on this one. So please let we come out. Let we able for call on the government. No, we should not rush into this thing, even though it get good parts. You see, they entrench the good part in it. They talk about and to simple single get rights for making go stand election. Yes, that's not some of the good parts. They hide good things them inside. But the fact remains there are a lot of major things where they inside this particular thing and document we not go favor the electoral, the one way they vote, but not them within their power. The last thing I want for state Tripoli, like I say, this thing, we really need for watch them. The census now the same thing. I could quote the Deputy Internal Affairs Minister. He said, na 98.1, he said the government don't distribute the population accordingly. So these are all calculated ploy for make the governments continue for maintain power, continue for retain power. So let's assume say they lost the election. It's about it they happen. No by election, it means any side person die or something happen, the second person, the one we can second, now they can take position. So you see, say the extremists or the opposition party, they force their way into governance, whether you like it or not. So now make government for really, or the people for really watch this document, and we need for take with time for for expunge some things out of it, if only the matter for the development of the country. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha. I'd open the phone line, quick one. If you get something for add, all waiting we don't say. If not, in the next 5 minutes, the line go close. But the phone line open right now. If you want for add, or we left and so. If you're watching on Facebook, looking at the green section, the numbers then they scroll there. Okay, with this caller. Yes, caller, they live on the air. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Triple Mina Lamin, I call from Mars. I just listened to the last speaker. I cannot agree more. I think it just summed everything up. This not true, this fellow be the talk just now. If them guy that they really care about the country, right? Why we all the laws whether they pass now laws or most of the laws whether they pass now laws that whether they benefit them? Why wouldn't they do this? Like they just no care. They don't care about the people. They don't care the direction where the country they go. They don't care about the masses. So it is just so disheartening for see these few people just maybe I don't know what we've been talking on your program. One of them they already they put this country in this situation. Where it comes they all they don't reach 500 maybe. Just a handful of people then they do this to 8 million plus people then. But that's not the case again. Okay, well, that one is at one point. Another point where like our raise, with all this noise where they happen in the country. So APC when at the opposition, we're like now the strongest opposition. Then sit down they watch. We all the Allah SLPP. APC right now, what if he say that they do, then sit down they watch. Say, okay, make we learn from what will happen. They feel emboldened because they see everybody they jump against SLPP right now, or at least most people that they jump against SLPP right now. Me feel say APC we're like now the main opposition. Then they feel emboldened. Say okay, make we sit down, make we watch, make we learn from what way they happen right now. We then come. They're not afraid for come do the same thing or even do worse. God forbid, make them not do worse past what we SLPP they do so. But then two parties there will like we they talk about now. Now they don't put Salon at this situation where like we country don't fend ourselves into right now. If not to APC, SLPP. Where APC be the last 5 or so years or 10 years or whatever. Where they don't turn over the country, all man be don't tire with them. Say, una come on, una pull them now, they pull them. Where they want they come, can't see what way then they do now. What way they say now is it's like where we they oppose APC, I mean SLPP right now. Make we they send a message to the most likely party where for can replace them. Make we not take our eyes off the ball. Because I feel say what way you they do, what way a lot of social media groups that they do now for the betterment of Salon, we all they do them. We all they do them. But if we the pounce on SLPP, we they fail for realizing APC be don't in power. Now them misbehavior now in face can mother be on power. Make we not fail for realize that one day. That one day not the hard fact. If they be do well, SLPP not for can power. Now, where SLPP department misbehave, we all don't grab with the Allah. SLPP. Nobody, none of we, except the supporters of SLPP, now they talk about APC now. But most of we now, we know they talk about APC again. Now, SLPP now, we all they talk about. Because as far as me concerned, I don't belong nowhere. I don't care who they did. I mean, what we care about, now who they can put the country before party. But not only mommy get for AAA. I don't want all the line for long. Okay. But again, I plea to everybody where they listen. As we talk about SLPP right now, make we not forget saying that APC, the behavior that in face can SLPP na power. So as we oppose SLPP, make we remind them if they get for come next year. Whosoever we get for come next year, it doesn't matter to me. Make we remind whosoever we get for come, maybe person or maybe party members they no say, we una they come una nonsense una not come without na again. We una they come una for be straight to the people them una get for be honest. Now that the media forces, okay? Triple A.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Caller. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, caller on WhatsApp. You did live on here. You get 3 minutes.
Okay, sir, Triple A, thank you so much to bring me on the line. Lord God bless you, Lord God protect and save you to the house God for Lord God give you. You know, if you get you to in Sierra Leone, where they give you current news, so it was very necessary. SL people, APC, I don't know what's going on in that country. This election business 2023, and according to the the parliament debate today, the APC of them, journal, whatever, they count some stuff there, wait to not think for say they count that they say, is very wrong. Me, I doubt how did they buy election in Africa? Then they up to now, then they doubt me for me. I don't know how did they buy election in Africa. Because what they say for say election, possibly they go vote. Now something they na the ink. You go put your hand inside, you vote, come on. Sonofi, you don't think come on that country, we not get any something like knowledge for that stuff that they, that is the main stuff. So what me they tell everybody who not in
the
that
by election who they talk about. Now like
yes, sir.
if something happen to possibly begin that
Yes,
police
sir.
day, then they do another election, and then call by election. Not of us saying that money, then they go pay you.
Okay, well,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Well, you don't see now. Okay, well now I don't get that
Don't
point in
understand.
also.
And another
So
election, and then call by election.
oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. That second round, right? That
Yes,
second
it's-
round.
Yes.
Oh,
Not to the second round.
okay.
If
Well,
something happen, let us say then get this parliamentarian now, then something happen with
yes,
her. They
sir.
therefore put another person there. Now they buy election.
Okay,
So that election they then they go do now
okay,
for put that other one day. Now then call by election.
okay, okay. I
Yes.
got you. So
Okay.
let God help you all. Let God protect your country. Country is
Amen.
very nice country. We wouldn't out of the country, so we see country how they go, man. Go feel so happy. 2023, anybody win the election, then Gian. But if anybody no win them back, Mother Bill or this one, I need to call name because anybody win get the country in good plan for we the citizens is la Allah make it easy for them. So much love, Namibian contribution, and thank you so much. I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much, caller.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. You get 3 minutes.
This is I thank you, TCA. May God bless you all. The finalists there, may God continue for blessing you. Me, the question more analyze about the election day. I hope say get for put clause, you get for confused with the people then. But if no more than plan for do the right thing, not put no other clause where they confuse with me, I support 100%. Now get a fixed date. That's when somebody not get for down. If they go stay 5 years done, they ready back for another monthly. Then I support them. Number two, the APC from the day where they go the Abbas Bulu as speaker, where they begin blunder up to this time. How many times they don't work out? They still say they work out, they solve the problem. Actually, they be happy to elect you to work out all the time. This hypocrite, all the politicians in the show to me, is not correct. Then when I wouldn't sit down, they talk about the welfare bill. They all they talk as one. But when it comes to the development of the country, comes to the hypocrite, then they make like see they live for you, only for you. They only care about themselves. Me, anything we say to do right now, trust me. I'm not in favor of what they do, but I'm not going to blame them. Like APC, they will get all the chance for change. Then kind of thing they are need to do. They allow say whoever be don't come now in the cry foul. When they don't cause this problem there. When they get chance for change the constitution and spend how many thousands of dollars would they spend? How many billions of euros would they spend? I don't know the day they throw under the carpet. Opposition, they're all in that country. They only care about themselves and the people. They don't care about the market. If they only dance, they won't vote for the eye of the day. They don't care about it. It's a shame to Sierra Leone. Me, I support for the date of election. Now the only part and the one where they say that I will get to see if the one that we interested. Me, I'm not interested, but the one that we interested, I will support them and then go run for office. That's fine. But everything is a shame to them. Thank you very much. Thank you for bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. I think we'll call to last caller now. So, Stefan, come here quick today. Hey, think say waiting. So, Stefan go lay body. Yeah, I wish. Yes, I get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much, Triple A. I think Alpha B mentioned something where it makes sense in terms of how this could be actually a little bit of money saving. However, I think waiting the need for do just like how me see 'em, because most people then they vote not only for the person we the by election for that position, most people then they vote for the party. So let's say the person where he behold that position, a SLPP person, and he don't die or vacate that position or something happen, simply replace him with SLPP person. Simple. That will definitely save we a lot of money. We they lack for spend on per election, but they not lack for spend on per with people. I like that idea they only we lost the position. If now this party even there, now that party now for put force in the simple. The only reason why difficult for let them not agree on now because the man way they in power he want for bend that route for in their own favor. Like how they been do then take seats them from people in hand and then they replace them with their own people. If you feel say that person be win that election day, win right outrightly or win on the right way, why you not conduct election so that the people away then go talk to the people away then at that community where the community know say then people here then they do some investment at the community, let them vote for the person then take her. Meanwhile the other one we know to the second they not give to the second person. There's nothing straightforward about any of them behavior way than they do. The reason why would they talk about this government because now then they in power. Where they in power, you they muscle everything. You are muscling everything on everybody. Then now you would they talk about. No need to talk about APC right now. They are nothing. They are nothing. Then they overrule them anytime. Even if then they or they know they if the president wants something, then they pass her. And this is why we're talking about SRPP. We bring them calm because we'll not be too happy with waiting certain things the way APC been they do during their second term. Their first term, they've been do something. They all these strategy way SRPP they go and pull for election way they can. Pakroma not been doing. Even SRPP people, then they call win and say, they win. Because at least something was there during the first time where it be then a power, where people and they're busy and they see it. Now second time now where they can now in the chief open. Place. So anything, anybody, any ministry we talk about, would they make road? So we all became disgruntled for say, okay, Madam you don't begin to promise something nice, so Kawita. Now, first time. Normally, first time you for put something where it go show say where you want you don't need for talk too much sir, for campaign. All man they say yes, they do something. So if they want to save the country money and avoid all this way, then they levy power people them. Ways they say small election they under by tender process they don't. Somebody is hurting. They feel for with people and bad. And they always talk about this love, Fine at your house. They don't near your own family. Meanwhile, somebody's family is suffering somewhere just for power. In power already, yet they continue for punish with people. If we now want for save money and make this thing easy, We evacuate if one the party we been there, now for replacer. Simple. You know, get governorship like here, then the governor of that state, now they could replace somebody. We not get Ayanda. You know, we see system is different in a small country. So the party where the person been there, that person evacuate. Party therefore choose somebody. I really want to do this thing righteously. So much people, let God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we go left everything today. We don't try. So I'll tell you they can't spend a lot of time. Now we go left all thing today. I believe say we don't able pass the message. You don't hear it? We not done what they do now. When they ring the bell, make all man understand. Let not tell we say just no, you not be understand, you not be hear. If you they can hear, do you say you know hear? Well, me you get bone for pick pada bonga. Eh? Okay. I'll tell us if APC be don't do the work. I say people know for the power they like today. The people them be tired. So then choose otherwise. Eh? Like how we sabi all waiting be don't happen within half by election, they know to so. I want to go small with waiting Ezekiel say. Let the party in choose person. Since now the party now under the party in tickets, the person win. But for say the second now 2 person now 2, 3, 4. So now the next party now the yeah. But yeah, now the next party now the seats go to. Because not to 2 person the one party they represent, you know. One party they send 2 person. Now 1 person. So if you lost some, just know that the next party will be the behind you and they get her. We see how what's happen at Parliament. We see what's happen at Parliament. So that's it. So if they don't want, then go say back well, not to the party. You know what? On the salon this okay. But hope so now look and find no more. Let's go to the party rather than the what they be in. The party na win. Because the parliamentarian who then go to the party they represent, not to the people. Where camp at this now and say, okay, now in the people and vote for. Yes, now the one who the people and vote for. Now like what happen in parliament, they say that and maybe they collect money, then pull them. They say the next people after them and then count it. Eh? And so. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do so for today.